Being a famous professional athlete has become more about the lifestyle than the sport. These athletes earn millions and sure know how to spend it. From super fast cars and luxury yachts to homes and private jets, these sports legends are living the life of the rich and famous. Ready to see how these elite millionaires spend their hard-earned cash? Let's get it on! Cristiano Ronaldo. Cristiano Ronaldo is the second highest paid athlete in the world, and with a net worth of over $450 million, this Portuguese superstar has money to burn. So what do you buy with almost $500 million? The 35-year-old Portuguese footballer has a soft spot for cars and has accumulated a garage full of supercars, each worth more than most people's house. Ronaldo owns a Maserati, a Ferrari, a $300,000 Lamborghini Aventador, a Bugatti Veyron, as well as a $360,000 Rolls-Royce Phantom. He's also a fan of high-end real estate, with a choice between a $6.2 million villa in La Finca, Madrid, or his $18.5 million apartment in Manhattan's Trump Tower. Ronaldo is cool both on and off the field thanks to a $50,000 cryo chamber installed in his home. Out and about, Cristiano was spotted wearing the most expensive watch Rolex has ever made to a conference in Dubai. The one-of-a-kind timepiece is worth an insane $500,000. But what's the most insane thing Ronaldo has spent money on? How about a $30,000 wax statue of himself that he keeps at home? He also pays a hairstylist to visit the original wax figure held at Madrid's Museum of Wax once a month to make sure the hairstyle is current. Neymar Jr. Neymar Jr. is not only scoring goals in his professional life, but his private life is just as impressive. The Brazilian wonder kid has been compared to Pele, and some believe he's even better than Lionel Messi. Although this is debatable, Neymar is now one of the highest paid footballers in the world. If you think he's humble and happy with simple pleasures, think again. Neymar likes the finer things in life, and that usually comes with a price tag to match. While the average Joe might splurge on themselves once a month with some fresh kicks or a plane ticket overseas, Neymar once dropped $23,700 on shoes in one day. In fact, crazy single splurges are Neymar's specialty, also casually spending $235,000 on Gaga Milano watches in a single shopping session. When it comes to cruising the streets, Neymar has a few expensive cars to choose from. Open the garage and you'll find an Audi RS7, Maserati MC12, and a Porsche Panamera, just to name a few. And you're not rich unless you have a yacht, an $8 million yacht to be exact. But when he's bored of the roads or the open waters, Neymar can hitch a ride on his very own private jet. Lionel Messi. Lionel Messi is making money on and off the field. One of the highest paid sports stars in the world, Messi is worth a whopping $400 million. With that fortune, he splurged money on a Ferrari F430 Spider, a Maserati Gran Turismo MC Stradale, and an Audi R8 Spider. Messi is also rumored to have bought the most expensive car ever. A 1957 Ferrari 335 Sport Spider Scaglietti cost the Barcelona forward an eye-watering $37 million at auction. His total car collection is impossible to tally, as he's always adding to the garage. But cars aren't the only thing that Messi likes to splurge on. He owns a mansion just 16 miles outside of Barcelona in the town of Castelldefels. It has a view of the Catalan mountains and easy access to a nearby beach. The mansion's modern aesthetic and panoramic windows make it a prime piece of real estate. Of course, the property does include a football pitch, just in case the mood to practice strikes him. Moreover, Messi is a very private person and rarely makes the news for anything other than football. But things did get messy for Messi a few years back when he was charged for tax evasion. He had to pay a $288,000 fine to Spain instead of going to jail, but for Messi, that's just small change. Floyd Mayweather. Floyd Mayweather is the unapologetic, undefeated world champion boxer currently running rings both around his opposition and his bank accounts. With over $285 million under his champion belt, it's easy to see why he has no problem spending up big on jets, cars, clothes, and casinos. Mayweather loves to flaunt his flashy purchases on social media, especially to his 24.1 million Instagram followers. Notorious for his exorbitant spending sprees and reckless financial behavior, Mayweather reportedly spends up to $75 million a year. In one bizarre Instagram post, Mayweather says when he goes on a 30-day paycation, he takes 30 different watches. He then proceeds to open 2 silver briefcases and dazzle the camera with 30 diamond-encrusted watches. But if that wasn't impressive enough, Mayweather then brings out the most spectacular watch we've ever seen, with a price tag of $18 million. And just to remind us how poor the rest of us are, Floyd closes with his tagline, "Money May, all the way."
Money May, all day.
And throws $50,000 in cold hard cash on the bed. Conor McGregor. Conor McGregor comes from humble beginnings, but all of that's in the past now that the enigmatic Irish fighter is worth over $99 million. In the UFC ring, his 22-4 record is impressive, even more so when you consider he's fought in 3 different weight categories and won titles in all of them. Although he's not set foot in the UFC ring since 2016, he's still bringing in the cash through sponsorship and ambassador deals. The cocky Irishman owns a fleet of luxury cars, including 3 limited edition Lamborghinis, a custom Rolls-Royce Ghost worth more than $300,000, a Rolls-Royce Phantom drophead coupe valued at $500,000, a BMW, and multiple Range Rovers. But it doesn't stop there. The outspoken fighter spends thousands on 3-piece designer suits that he wears before and after every fight. And as the luck of the Irish would have it, McGregor also owns not 1 but 2 private jets. You know, just in case one is getting washed. Lewis Hamilton. Lewis Hamilton has said in his own words he was born to race and win, and his life so far proves exactly that. The incredibly talented Formula One driver has 6 world championships under his belt, second only to Michael Schumacher's 7. With an annual salary of $54 million and an estimated net worth of around $285 million, Hamilton enjoys the glitz, glamour, and perks that come with his playboy lifestyle. You'd think with racing being his day job, Lewis would get bored of cars. Quite the opposite. Hamilton is the proud owner of a custom one-of-a-kind supercar created by Pagani, the Zonda 760 LH, with the LH standing for Lewis Hamilton and the 760 referring to the insane amount of horsepower this supercar delivers. Hamilton is also one of the few people in the world who has a Ferrari LaFerrari Aperta. For a while, the championship driver also owned a $20 million bright red Bombardier 605 private jet, but sold it after wanting to adopt a greener lifestyle. And just like any rich celebrity, Hamilton also has lavish real estate tucked away around the globe with multi-million-dollar properties in London, New York City, Grenada, and Monaco. Odell Beckham Jr. Most people will wear a nice watch to dinner or as part of a businessman's suit, but not Odell Beckham Jr. He spent $2 million on a watch and then wore it on the football field. We guess when you're 26 years old and making millions, you can afford it, right? From the hands to the feet, OBJ only wears custom cleats and is all one of a kind. Like any other sports star, he has an array of custom cars, like this custom orange Rolls-Royce to represent Cleveland. Looking after yourself is expensive. Just ask the legendary wide receiver who reportedly spends over $300,000 on body maintenance, and that's just during the off-season. From massages to physiotherapy, cryotherapy to chiropractic care, OBJ makes sure he keeps in tip-top shape in order to stay in the conversation as the best pass catcher in the game. Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. Living a lavish and extravagant lifestyle is a slight understatement for this Arsenal superstar. Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang has often attracted as much attention for his expensive cars and other outlandish purchases as he has for his undoubtedly impressive playing skills. His famous Lamborghini, known as the Batmobile, features completely custom interiors, an ultra-shiny metallic paint finish, and his signature A with a lightning bolt on the bonnet. With a slew of other luxury cars, it seems he's got a taste for the high life, and his own private jet as well. So what's Pierre's real passion for spending cash? Shoes. He loves sneakers, and being a Nike-sponsored athlete helps with the addiction. But these are no regular sneakers. The custom Swarovski crystal-encrusted Nike Mercurials are worth over $3,500. Now that's what I call flashy taste. LeBron James. LeBron James knows how to make moves on the basketball court, but he also knows how to make money moves too. Where does most of his $450 million fortune go? Well, he does own a $22 million Gulfstream G280 jet, not to mention the custom cars like the Porsches, Ferraris, and Rolls-Royce Phantoms with TVs built into the seats. But a fair chunk of LeBron's millions goes into his body maintenance. He uses cryotherapy, hyperbaric chambers, and Normatec leg boots to improve and maintain his physique. His main home is a $23 million mansion in Los Angeles, right next door to John Travolta and Jim Carrey. But the baller also owns houses in Brentwood and Ohio. LeBron's never lonely, with his house apparently staffed with the best personal chefs and trainers money can buy. It's good to be king.